To Yankee Mania. I'm blessed. Fernando Cruz. Go Yanks.
Let's go.
Well, thank you, Fernando Cruz, for leading us into NY Yankee Mania this morning. How about that? A nice shout out from Fernando Cruz from the other day. He was at a function with our very own Nitin was there and asked him if he would give a shout out to us, and he did. So kudos to him. One of my favorite Yankees now. There we go. How is everybody doing today? Pretty nice morning in New York City. How can it not be with an incredible day ahead of us, everyone? So first of all, the first game will be starting at 1:08. The Detroit Tigers at the Cleveland Guardians, and Ken from The Ugly Truth will have that game for you on his channel. And then right after that, we come here for the pregame show, all Yankees. And then after that, you go to Ken's channel again, the Yankees, The Ugly Truth. And you will get play-by-play of the Yankee game against the Red Sox. And then after that, you come back here for the big post-game show. We're targeting around 9:30 or so. It could be earlier, could be a little bit later, but we will come. We will not go in like with the pitches. The game will have to be over. That just makes it the right thing to do and the right way to do it. So good morning, Charles. Good morning, Jacob Petruzzi. Let's go. We are ready. We are able. We are waiting. We can't wait. This day can't go fast enough, right, guys? Let's go, Yankees. So before we get started with the show, everyone, so the interview that we had set for 4 o'clock with Chase Nixon will be pushed up. Everybody here was saying Yankee talk, Yankee talk, Yankee talk. And, of course, we listen to you folks. So it's going to be a Yankee pregame show at 4 o'clock. So if you do see the name, I did put it in the link already that is being rescheduled, but I did not change the link. So you might see Chase Nixon on there, but don't worry about it, folks. It's all Yankee talk that day, at 4 o'clock. Without any further ado, I want to bring up our co-host, morning co-host, Mr. Evan. And there he is with the Yankee cap. How you doing, Evan?
I'm doing great. I'm ready for today's game. And, I'm ready to win. Let's go.
Yes. And there was, if you heard the beginning here, there was a little change. So there won't be a guest at 4 o'clock. It will just be Yankee talk. Completely Yankee talk. That's what everybody wants. And that's what everybody's going to get. Yeah. Please like and subscribe to the channel, everyone. We are. Don't forget, tomorrow we're going to do the live Yankee game at 6:08 right here on NY Yankee Mania. So there's a lot of stuff going on. How you doing, Caleb C? Should be a great game today. Yep, Caleb. Thank you for joining. Caleb, I believe you've been on the stream. If you haven't and you haven't subscribed, would you be so kind to subscribe for us? I really, really would appreciate that. Any Yankee questions, guys? Start aiming them at us because we're here at your disposal. And anything you would like to talk about, you want to talk about possibility of a lineup, you want to talk about they already made a few changes. I think Rosario might be in, Jose might be in. So there's definitely a lot going on. Please like like the station, please. We are striving to 550 in subs, so let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. That's our new plateau, and then we go on from there. Everything is on target for our giveaway show, which will probably, I don't want to say it. I'm hoping that we win the next 2 games and we can do it on Thursday, if possible. So, otherwise we'll do it on Friday. We'll, probably Friday, but we'll see. So that's a possibility. Oh, we have Jay Nags in here. How you doing? How's everything going? Thanks for joining. Caleb, Jake, Evan, that's you, my man. So, Evan, how you feeling? Your first time that you're broadcasting, and you're going to be coming for the post game, and we're actually. I know you're going to try to call the game with me tomorrow, but if you can't, it's all here for us. How you feeling? Tell us how you feel.
Yeah, no, I feel pretty good. I think it's been a long regular season, and the Red Sox have kind of owned us a little bit in the postseason. These past couple of seasons, especially under Aaron Boone, and they've beat us a couple of times this year already in the regular season, but it doesn't really matter because it's the postseason, right? The last time that we played them, we beat them in Boston. So honestly, I feel okay. It's just we need to get out to an early start. We need to get out to a lead against Garrett Crochet. We need to attack him in the first inning. Need to at least put pressure on him, drive up his pitch count a little bit. That's very important because we can't let the Red Sox get out to an early lead and then Crochet gets in his groove and then, but we have to hit situationally. We have to hit with runners on base. That's going to be very, very important in this series. So that's my big takeaways.
Yeah, no question about it. No question about it. So let's say hello to everyone in the chat and on the phone. First, I'll get to the phone. In the email, we have Bob Rizzo, we have John, we have Evan. Evan, listen to me. Ava, sorry, Ava. We have Kevin. Jeff, I'm glad you're feeling better, Jeff. Any of you could come to the chat. We'd love it. We'd appreciate it. Remember, everybody, the 39% of you that watch us every day and not subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. Just now's the time to give us the love. Come back, come down, subscribe, press the notification button. I promise you won't regret it. You will not regret it. We have a lot of show to do. We have the pregame this afternoon. We have the postgame tonight. The best in the business, as you know, with our panel. And also, we're going to be calling. I'm going to be calling tomorrow's Yankee Game 2. I am really excited. It doesn't get any better than that. We will have our morning bagel show tomorrow, no problem. And then we will go straight to the Yankee opening. I'll come on about 6:00. The link is already out, guys. If you want to give some questions or anything, please, by all means, do. One of our new subscribers, Jeffrey DeLuna, how you doing? Good morning, everyone. What do you think about the game plan against Crochet? Should they be patient, take pitches, or should they be aggressive and go get him and Judge needs to hit early? All right, let's dissect your first part. Should they be patient? 100%. I don't care if the ball is down the middle. Take it. Take it. Let his pitch count go up and up and up and up, please. We don't have a choice. If we're going to get this guy, you got to get him early and often. And Max Fried, who has been playoff tested, he does have some problems in the playoffs. We've got to overcome that too. So in all his playoff games, I believe he's given up 4 runs. We can't have that. We cannot have that tonight. But right now, we'll worry. We'll worry about what's going on. And the thing is too, you want to make it almost impossible for them to walk Judge. You want him, because if he's going to shine, if the Golden Boy's going to shine, he needs to hit the ball. And we need to get on base in front of him. Then I want to see what they're going to do. Evan, you want to shine in on that?
Yeah, I think that's why it's very important for Trent Grisham to get on base. Right? If he's leading off tonight, well, no, Paul Goldschmidt will lead off tonight because against Crochet. But whoever's in front of Aaron Judge needs to get on base. Make the pitcher attack Aaron Judge specifically. Right? You don't want. Obviously, they're probably going to try to work around him, but they know his weaknesses. They pitch him very differently in the playoffs. We've seen it before. It's usually fastball slider or slider fastball. They're going to try to attack him. So make them work around Aaron Judge by getting on base. Make them face other hitters like Stanton and Bellinger and those guys so that we can be put in the best situation possible to get these guys in from base.
Okay, I want to address Caleb C's why not calling game one? Well, that's simple, Caleb. I know you just joined us. And please don't forget to subscribe when you go in and out of here. But the reason why we're not doing is because we are in association also with Ken from The Ugly Truth. It's the Yankees, The Ugly Truth channel. And he is going to be doing the game. He's been doing it for 2 years now. And he's been gracious enough to give us tomorrow's game. So if you want to hear a good play-by-play, go to Yankees The Ugly Truth, and you will hear that tonight. He actually is going to be calling the Cleveland-Detroit game at 1:08. So if you want to get a preview, if you've never heard Ken do a play-by-play, well, there's your chance at 1 o'clock. So subscribe, press the notification button on both shows, on both channels. We'd really, really appreciate it. JT, good morning, family. We've got to make a strong, good statement with game one. Without a doubt, JT, we've got to come out. We got to come out fighting. We got to really want it. And I don't think that the Yankees really need any more rah-rah. I think they're ready. I think this is it, and they're going to steamroll. If it's any indication what they did at the end of the year, well, I think we're going to be in good hands. I really do. So, and you're right. We got to come out. First of all, Fried, easy inning, first inning. I can envision that, and I can envision 3-4 runs in the first couple innings for the Yankees. That's what I say. Good morning, Michael. How you doing?
What's up, guys?
Jake. I think they score against Crochet. It's only going to be via the long ball. Judge and Stanton need to hope he makes a mistake. Oh, he'll make a mistake. Don't worry. Listen, that Yankee Stadium crowd is going to be electric. Totally electric. By all means, let's go. Guys, go out there with all your strength, everyone. Go out there, root for our Yankees. Bleacher creatures, be as loud as possible. Throw them off their game. Do what you need to do the right way, though. Of course, you guys have been fantastic. Everybody in the Bleacher creatures. Dennis, good morning. How you doing? Evan is a busy man, and he's in school. Yep, that's true. Right. And believe me, if we will be there, I will be in a little bit in the chat with Ken, at the Ugly Truth, when he's doing the game, to say hello and rah everyone. And remember, right after that game, come right back here, and we have probably the best post game show in the universe. I'm telling you guys, you got to experience a lot of this. This is the time to do it. Dennis, guys, what do you think about these 3 games? These 3-game series? Would you rather have 150 games in regular season and 7-game playoff? So the better team should win over 7. I don't know, Evan. How you feel about that?
He's saying 150 games in regular season, 7-game playoff series. You mean in the wild card? Because usually, that would only happen in the ALCS or NLCS.
Right.
So I don't know. I think the way they do it now is honestly a little bit better, right? It provides a little bit more competition for some of the teams that may not be able to get in, like the Cincinnati Reds. If it was a 2-team playoff format, obviously the series maybe would be still one game. Who knows? But then they would have one less team in the playoffs. So the fact that now they have one more team, it allows it to be a little bit more open, and I think teams are able to go a little bit longer. That's why they made it a 3-game series, and then obviously, they can figure it out from there. But I don't mind where it is right now. I think it provides more competition this way, and before it would just be harder for teams to go through a 7-game series, especially in the wild card.
Yes. Baseball is poetic, according from JT. Last time we won a playoff game against the Red Sox was when Aaron Boone hit a game-winning home run off of Tim Wakefield. Let's use that as motivation, as countdown to beating the Sox. Well, we won. We won in a playoff game. We did win 3 games the year after that. Unfortunately, it's something you don't want to think about, that the Yankees ended up losing 4 games straight, and that was a disaster. Charles, good morning. I think the wild card should be like the ALDS. Yeah, well, that's it. But again, that's adding another 4 games. How many games can you possibly play all year round? That's the thing. I mean, there's a lot of games. I mean, I understand that, especially if you're losing the series, but it's not easy. I mean, there's a lot of games to be played. Yankee girl, wow, she showed up before the game. How you doing? Wow, this is a nice surprise. Good morning, hey Yankee fans. We can do it today. Of course, with you in the corner, we definitely going to do it. We are definitely going to do it. Richard, good morning. Retired Mets manager said it's better to keep on playing, to sit down and to sit back and win the division and wait. I don't agree with that. I'm sorry. I think I like the idea that you keep going at whatever pace. So Yankees had a day off. This is the postseason. We got to make the best of this. There's no room to sit down. Like there's no crying in baseball. There's no rest for the weary. Let's do this. It's not like it's you're running up and down a court or you're playing soccer going back and forth. You're hitting a baseball and catching a baseball. How much rest do you need? I'm tired of hearing about, it'll be good. And it won't be good. Because I'm telling you, it throws the players off. It may sound good, but it's not good. I'm telling you. This way is much better. This way is much better. So let's see. Yeah, Joe, you misunderstood what I said. The manager said it's better that you don't win okay. I guess I read that fast. I'm sorry, Richard. But anyway, I wanted to get that point across because there are a lot of people that wanted first place, wanted the Yankees to sit it out. I'm not one of them. I wanted the division, don't get me wrong, but I'm not one of them because you want the momentum. Yankees have won, 7, 8 in a row. Why do you want to stop? And that's what they're saying, and that makes sense. You agree with that, Evan, or do you like the old-fashioned one?
Yeah, I agree with the fact that you keep your momentum going if you play in a wild card series rather than wait until the ALDS. Of course, there are different teams, and more teams have veteran players, and they would benefit from, I guess, a week of rest. But with our team, I think we can play this way. I think it's fine that we have momentum, and we can definitely play in a wild card series. But I think one argument to be made is that if you're playing in a wild card series, you don't really know what's going to happen, right? Anything could happen. So if you're facing a team like the Cincinnati Reds, right, anything could happen in a short series. So I think that's why people are, honestly a little bit scared, especially because it's the Red Sox, our rival. So I think that could be an argument made. But honestly, the wild card, it's you can use it as like a stepping stone toward the next series. Honestly, it's good momentum to play continuously.
Jeffrey, if you're going to stretch out the wild card to 5 games, you would have to lessen the season to 158 games. Impossible. That might be in the next bargaining agreement. Remember that dreaded, but we won't get into that today. But that's probably going to be up for grabs. Good morning, John. Good morning, everyone. In the 3-game series, game one is big. Game one is big. Winning 2 in a row that is tough. The Yanks have to come out early and often. Yep, 100% right. Jake, Joe, in my opinion, the division is easier track to the World Series. Now they have to get through Crochet, which might be very difficult. But all the more satisfying, Jake, if you do beat him and you beat whoever, Screwball or whoever's there, that's even better. Because then the Yankees beat the best of the best. That's the beautiful thing of it. And they keep going, and they keep going, and they keep going.
If
Richard,
you look at, I was just going to say, if you look at Garrett Crochet's playoff history, he's only gone like 3 full innings in 2 years. I think 2020 and 2021. So that was it. It's not a big sample size at all. So we have players, obviously, that have way more experience in the playoffs than Garrett Crochet. So anything could really happen.
Richard says, I can honestly say that this Yankee Mania has great momentum and broadcast sometimes 3 times a day, and it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, thank you, Richard, for the compliment. It's not sometimes. We are on 3 times a day. We got the morning show, we got the pregame show, we got the postgame, and sometimes in the mix of that, a special guest during the day. So you're looking at 3 or 4 streams. So and I'm happy to do it. If it means the Yankees going to win 28, let's do it. I don't care if I'm on 24 hours. The Tigers have to win today or they're in trouble because who after Screwball do they trust in game 2? Yeah, PG 45. I definitely agree with you. Yep.
It should be a fun day of wildcard games. Very fun day.
Yes. Dennis, again, good morning to you. How you doing? Dennis, come on. Richard, come on the play-by-play tomorrow night with Joe and Evan. Well, how about you, Dennis?
Well, Dennis,
you tell everybody to come on. We want to thank you too.
Guys, I'm not available tomorrow. If anybody in the chat is open to do it, I mean, I know Joe gave me some freedom last night, but if any of you guys contact Joe, email him, and call him directly, then who knows? You can be allowed to come on the show, right? He gains your trust immediately, just like that. So don't feel any pressure. I'm allowing any of you guys on the chat to come on, talk to Joe, and call the game with him if he allows that.
Right. And of course, as long as they're subscribers.
Yeah.
You have to be subscribed to that's the only thing that we ask. And I do know if you're subscribed or not. Blaze 455, game day tonight. Ready for game 1 of the wild card series. Let's says reverse jinx. Crochet will be a pinch complete game shutout. Bregman will hit a home run and the Sox win. I'm not even saying that score. No way. Oh, and by the way, John Ferrazzo is in the chat. I got to tell you what he told me in the email yesterday. So get a load of this, folks. So he made a special trip in the city where he lives to go out and get a David Ortiz jersey. And do you know why he did that? Not because he likes David Ortiz, because he feels that there is a jinx on the Yankees because David Ortiz's jersey was implanted in Yankee Stadium for a couple of hours until they figured it out and they redug it and took it out. So what is he going to do? Well, he's going to bring it home. He didn't care what he spent. And from what I understand, he's going to destroy it. And that means the jinx is gone. So, John, did you have the pleasure of doing that? That you are really a fan and you are really superstitious, because that's incredible. I know people do stuff like that. They get mad at a play and they burn their jerseys, but this is unbelievable. So you really feel that there's a hex on the Yankees because that jersey was buried in there, and even if it's out, you still feel that it's definitely a problem. All right, John. Well, whatever. Good luck to you. I hope you're right. I don't want you spending $150, $200 just to for nothing. So Yankees better win for you, my friend. They better win for you. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was a cool story. RPG 45. Judge has 2 home runs off Crochet. So I think he can hit another one. Yep. Oh, yeah, get a load of this, guys. John says it's going to happen at high noon. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There goes a jersey. One last jersey. Kudos to you, John. Good luck. And I hope that brings the Yankees good luck. I mean, I think you're crazy, but okay, and no fans, we're not going to show the video on that. No, absolutely not. Let's go live with no way, Dennis. You couldn't give me enough super chats to put that on. You know the craziness that would come on with that. No. T-Road, good morning, my friend. How you doing? How's everything? How you feeling? Hopefully you're doing well. You're recuperating. Really, really like that. All right. What about? How about some? Let's go around the league. I mean, there were managers firing that we talked about last night. Yeah. But I wanted to get into. I sent you a couple of videos, Evan, about some Met rants from Salicata and also LaGreca. But they, Don LaGreca had some valid points. I respect him, and what he said is if the Mets really feel that they are the talk of the town, they're out of their mind. All they did was embarrass themselves. That's all they did, according to what he was saying. So there's some angry Met fans out there, and rightfully so. They concentrated on $800 million on one player, and they disregarded a lot of other things, and that's what would have happened to the Yankees. They would have, if Hal spent that money, even if it's $50 million a year, not just giving $800 million out, that the Yankees would have been nickeling and diming everything. You wouldn't have gotten Max Fried. You might have gotten Goldschmidt, but probably really at a lower price if he would have come. And I don't think you would have gotten Bellinger because they're not going to take all those contracts. So in essence, I think it was a blessing in disguise. We all know that Hal tried, and he tried his best. Mr. Met, I saw a video on Ben. He hasn't been able to come on, but he did a short video, and he was not, he was really digging in on the team, and saying that they didn't deserve it. And it was funny because when he was on here and he went away, that's when the Mets, actually that day, the Mets started losing. It was amazing. If you remember, he was here and he said, this, and that was before the trade deadline. As soon as the trade deadline came, the Mets just went the opposite way. I mean, I find that hard to believe. And they're still talking about, bring in Willie Randolph. Bring in Carlos Beltran. Are you kidding me? I would be so shocked if Willie Randolph went back to the Mets after the shenanigans they pulled on him back in 2006, 7, 8, whatever it was. So, that is kind of cuckoo. Let's see. Did Bruce Bochy step down? It was a mutual thing. Aaron Boone is not going anywhere, Blaze. Forget it. It ain't happening. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the fans are embracing Boone right now.
As long as Cashman's here, that's not happening. That's not happening at all.
It's not happening.
Unfortunately, I
Definitely
would like
not happening.
Bochy could go back to the Giants, but I think they're looking for a younger mind. They want someone with, more analytical freedom. They don't want an old school manager. I think they want someone with a new analytical, new school mind, analytics.
I could also see Bochy with the Nationals, who's up and coming. He would make a really good manager for the Washington Nationals. So
they just hired
let's see.
President of baseball operations, so could happen.
Soto signed at $760 million. No team can match that. Yankees at $740 offer. Soto turned down the Yankees. Well, that just goes to show you the loyalty and everything that he was saying all year. Oh, it's so great to play here. Oh, I love right field. Oh, and what did he do? He left. So goodbye to you. Goodbye. The real LL Star. How you doing? Welcome back, sir. How's it going? Aaron Boone should have been canned by the All-Star break. Maybe they weren't any good managers who weren't already working available. But like I said, if you would have heard, if you have been here, I think you're here just a little time. But we had guests that actually knows Boone a lot, and I'm telling you that Boone does not have full reign. I don't care who you put there, nothing would have changed. Maybe they'd be doing the same thing they're doing now. That's great. But you got to understand, it's the way the Yankees manage this team. They spend a ton of money on analytics, guys. They spend a ton. And you can't change the narrative because they feel that that's going to eventually bring them a championship. And he follows up, but what if the Yanks don't make it out of the wild card? He's not going. It's not grounds for termination. He's not going. What about the job? What about the job he did when the Yankees were awful in June and July? He didn't have the guns. He had no bench. He had some slumping guys. Yeah, Trent Grisham did well. Stanton then came in late and started hitting. You got to give him a little pass here. Yes, has he made some banana moves? Yes. But that's not all cause to get rid of the guy. The guy's been in the playoffs every year except for 1 year. Jeffrey, I'm not the biggest Boone fan, but you would replace him. Who would you replace him? You could get that make sense, and the phenomenal and that is a phenomenal. Yeah, but who are you going to get? Brett Osmus? I think Osmus is going to get a job this year. He's definitely leaving there, no question about it. He's going to be a manager. Once the Yankees, he's probably already. They're going to give him permission. He's going to be asked to come and interview because he is a good guy. He's a good manager. Hey, Jared Williams, how you doing? What's going on, guy? Thanks for coming aboard. Appreciate it. But he will definitely. But I don't see any changes. I really don't, guys. If Boone wants to go, he's free to go. But the Yankees are not going to put the squeeze on him. There's no way, especially after they charged into the playoffs like this. No way. So I just don't see it. I don't see it. Nick the Gamer, hey, welcome back, man. I don't know why, but I feel bad for saying to fire Boone early on in August. Baseball is 162 games. You are going to have slumps. You get over it eventually. Yeah, that's true, Nick. Listen, everybody has a right, to yell and scream and all of that. But one thing I do, I give the Yankee fans a lot of credit. for standing up for him the other day. That was such a nice surprise. And I know that Boone felt really good about that. He was not going to come out and he's not going to, rah-rah it. But believe me, inside, he's really, really happy. He's really happy. All right. How are the Yankees AAA coaching staff? Just curious. John Snyder with the Blue Jays was a manager promoted from AAA to manage the Blue Jays. Could the Yankees maybe do the same? Well, let's see. Shelley Duncan is the manager of AAA. I don't see him being a Yankee manager here. Maybe a coach, but not a manager. Yeah. I just don't see it. I don't really see a obvious replacement for him right now. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Good morning. How's it going? Let's see. Jarrett, let's bring him up. The Brewers gave the Mets an opportunity, and they didn't take advantage of it. Yeah, you're right. Hey, listen, that's what all the announcers were saying yesterday. Social media, on SNY, on TV, on local and New York, that the Mets just did not take the bull by the horns, and they keep losing to the Marlins. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Every time it comes down to the Marlins. The Mets, if they're going to, and what they were screaming about is, back-to-back years, the Mets, since they've been in existence since 1962, they've only been in the playoffs back-to-back 3 times. 3 times. Think about it. 60 years. 3 times. They had a real good shot to do it this year, and they blew it. Now you got to wait 2 more years, and then who knows? Absolutely insane. Absolutely. I mean, and the Met fans came out. They poured their hearts out to that team. They really did. It started when the Mets lost the series to the Nationals at home. Yep. I mean, look at their record.
Yeah. Honestly, when I was, because in the middle of June, right, I was at the Mets Braves series in Atlanta. I went with my mom and my brother. We went to that series, all 3 games. And the Mets got swept in Atlanta, and the Braves pretty much dog walked the Mets like all 3 games. Like they were close games until they weren't close. So I feel like after that series, that's when their downfall happened. To be honest. I
agree with you. I know your brother's a big Met fan. What was his take on the whole situation? What was his feeling on it?
He was pretty disappointed, angry at the same time. Obviously, he didn't expect a big collapse like this, right? He wasn't alive, or he was alive, but he didn't see the 2007 collapse. He didn't really know what it felt like for a team to really collapse that hard. I mean, you would expect a team that has the best record in baseball in the middle of June to at least make the wild card, but no, they fell off completely. And so he was, of course, disappointed. And they spend almost $1 billion this year, and they don't even make the playoffs. Obviously, fans are going to be frustrated. That's it.
The Charles says the Mets were mad. The Marlins took a picture in front of their dugout because Marlins. But you know what? They have every right to. That's their big signature win for the year, and you can't fault them. I mean, you don't want that to happen, then go out there and score some runs. Right. It's too bad if your feelings are hurt. All year long, all you hear is Soto. And now what did you get with Soto? You're playing golf today.
Yankee fans had to hear about Soto
all year. I'm tired
of
it. I don't blame the Marlins. Right. I don't blame the Marlins.
Yeah.
You got $1 billion payroll. Yeah. And the Mets announcers, sometimes they don't make any sense. I'm sorry. They're very good. I'm not saying no, but sometimes they anything to jab the Yankees, anything, whatever. But anybody that says that the Mets are going to be the big brothers of New York City and blah, 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 blah. Did that happen? It'll never happen.
Never.
It will never happen. I don't care what kind of owner you have. The Yankees will always be top notch. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Yankee boy. It's the truth. 60 years. Nothing's going to change. The Mets had a chance to take over the city. And for maybe a couple of years in the mid-'80s, they did. But it wasn't that, it didn't take that long. It didn't take that long. You know why? Because the Yankees started introducing Don Mattingly, Ricky Henderson, Dave Winfield was there, Dave Righetti was there. And that's why and even though they weren't winning, they were still the darlings of New York. And then little by little, the Mets had a chance. 1990 and 91 and 92, the Yankees were not relevant at all. They stunk as a team. Even worse, they really stunk as a team. The Mets still couldn't take the city. And the Mets went into the playoffs, could not take over the city. So now you think they're going to do it when the Yankees have a $300 million payroll? I don't think so. I remember when the Met fans said they were big brother now. Please, the Yankees are the big brother and run New York. I mean, listen, the Yankees aren't gloating. They don't gloat. Even George Steinbrenner in his day, all he said is, I got to beat the Mets and the Red Sox because of the competitive. But he never gloated. He just wanted what he wanted. There's a difference to wanting to win and gloating to win. And Steinbrenner and that family, they do not gloat. They don't gloat. The Mets, on the other hand, their announcers come out, some former players come out, and the Yankees say nothing. Matter of fact, how many times have the Mets followed the Yankees? Okay, the Yes Network comes out, so what do the Mets do? SNY comes out. The Yankees are going for the stadium, and the Mets do. Okay, Shea Stadium was in bad shape. That I can understand. The Yankees get, whatever, a big something, big scoreboard, whatever. So the Mets do the same thing. They're following. They're not leaders. They are following. And right now, I believe that right now the Met fans, which I saw on social media, is finally admitting, they said, I don't think we'll ever, it may not happen in our lifetime, because the Mets have had plenty of chances and they failed. John, I had to watch SNY Sports night on Sunday night. They spoke to Sal, and he did not have that Soto face on and stick like he usually does. I had to laugh to myself. Well, you had to see him yesterday on WFAN and then SNY New York. And he ripped them. He really ripped them. R45. Don Mattingly has a chance, had a chance for a World Series ring. Will he finally get a ring? I don't think so. I don't think Toronto's beating. I honestly don't think they're going to beat the Yankees. I think the winner of this series is going to beat the Blue Jays. I got to be honest with you. And then if by chance they do, they're not beating the Dodgers or the Padres. They're just not going to do it. It's not going to happen. And that, again, that's my opinion. Mets overpay on average ball players. Yeah, that is true. One thing I think, the Mets made a couple of mistakes, and I'll tell you one. They should have never released Harrison Bader. They should have brought Bader back. Yeah. Because whatever they put in center field did absolutely nothing. They went, look at all the center fielders they went through. Jose Siri was supposed to be the savior. He got hurt. He came back, and they wanted no part of him. Right. Tyrone, what did he do? Nothing. Nothing at all. Last year he was good. Right. And then, of course, the big disappointment was Mullins. Cedric Mullins has lost his skills right in front of our eyes. This guy was a great center fielder. This guy was a very good hitter, What happened to him, aside from the fact that he's aging? So Harrison Bader would have been a great backup for them. You can't count on Jeff McNeil. You really can't. And you can't put a 37-year-old in Marte in center field. Not when he's healthy, leave him alone. Leave him alone. So, and so that was one mistake. Another mistake in the pitching, they never should have gave up Blackburn. I know he wasn't pitching that great, but you mean to tell me nobody could have worked with him the same way when he came to the Yankees? Matt Blake worked with him. Boom. They went on that so fast. And then there was a thing where they had to release somebody. They went out of their way to keep him. They knew something about Blackburn, which was amazing. I mean, it's got to tell you something that Blackburn is going to be on the playoff roster when he was released by the Mets. That's very telling. That really is telling.
Else? You know what other move they made that was wrong? They let Jose Iglesias go. That was a big mistake. Yeah, they should have re-signed him.
Yeah,
Mets, overvalued their own players.
I don't understand this organization. I mean, he had love with the fans and all. What did he do so wrong? Was that?
He had the "Oh My God" song. Oh my God! No more.
Yeah. They did give a reason. They said that he didn't hit the ball to the outfield that much.
Oh wow!
What does that mean?
Okay, you know what? He got the big hits. I thought David Stearns was that type of guy that would get players under the radar. He got Jose Iglesias. He didn't re-sign him. I mean,
they didn't do it. They really listen. They were 2 games away from the World Series, and all they can concentrate on was getting Juan Soto. That's all they concentrated on. The Red Sox have a secret weapon against the Yankees, Carlos Navarez. The Red Sox acquired him. Yep, and he's familiar with the Yankee hitters. Such a previous played with this team. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But you know what? Hey. We still got to beat the pitching. We still got to play the game. I'm sure the Yankees are changing narratives. They never stay with the same plays, especially if there's a catcher who played with the Yankees and now starting for the Red Sox. You can rest assured all the Yankee screenplays are all different now. Let's go to Jared. Yankees have never won a game against Crochet. Okay. Well, I mean, they've kept them. I'm sorry, what was that?
Not in the playoffs. They haven't faced him yet.
Right.
Yeah, and regular season.
Listen, I don't know. Reds don't have the offense to match up against the Dodgers. Reds pitching needs to keep it close.
They'll keep it close.
Stranger things have happened. Stranger things. Yeah, that's right. You want to bet against Francona? Go right ahead. I'll take Francona over the manager of the Dodgers any day of the week. Any day of the week. I'm sorry. Cora? No way. Absolutely no way. Anything can happen in a 3-game series. Anything. But one thing's for sure, the Yankees, in my opinion, are going to be very ready. The fans are here. All 3 games are here. We have no excuse. Go out, fight, have great at-bats, win every inning, win. And that's all you have to do.
Let's do some predictions. Let's go around the diamond. Let's predict who's going to be where in each position, starting with the outfield. Let's do that.
So the Yankee outfield for tonight?
Yeah.
The Golden Boy in right field.
Mm-hmm.
Ritson in center. And I still believe Bellinger will be in left. What about you?
Yeah, I think Judge, Grisham, I think they're just going to move him down in the order a little bit. And then left field would be Bellinger. No Austin Slater. Nope.
Oh, I don't think he's going to. It's amazing the Yankees still haven't put out the roster.
Right.
But you got to figure no Austin Slater and probably no Louis Seal because he pitched on Sunday. Where is he going to pitch? You might as well bring in a fresh arm or a hitter. Definitely, without a doubt. I want to welcome Brian Perez. Hey, Brian, how you doing?
Hey,
welcome to the show. Let me put on what you said here. Red Sox have more of a chance of beating the Yankees than the Reds beating the Dodgers. I don't know, man. The Reds, one thing you got to look out for if you're the Dodgers. And I'll tell you what. De La Cruz is so overdue that if he gets into one, he may take over the series. Remember I told you that, guys. He is the key. If he hits, Dodgers are in a little bit of I'm telling you, every Dodger better show up. They better show up because the Reds are pesky. They have good hitters. They have fast club. And I'm telling you right now, if De La Cruz catches fire, and he hasn't for a while, but if he does, don't count them out. I never count out a team of Terry Francona. Francona is an excellent, first of all, he's a great human being, and he's an excellent, excellent, excellent manager.
Remember the Diamondbacks a couple of years ago?
Oh, yeah.
The Dodgers in two games.
The real L-Star Reds are playing with house money at this point. They can be in for something special. Yep, 100%. You are right. Yep. You are right on the nose.
No pressure on the Reds.
Yep. Brian, no name. Oh, okay. Let's see. What's going on here? Yeah, please, guys, no name calling. We had a talk last night on my stream. If we see something, I have narrators on here left and right. There's a couple you don't see, and they're watching. And I really don't want to ban anybody. And I'm not even gonna do timeout. We don't deserve it. Please be respectful. We love each and every one of you, but I'm not gonna tolerate it. And not only will I ban, but all the other creators will be told. So if I were you, if you want to stay on YouTube and I mean anybody, I would do that. I'm telling you right now. Please don't. I do not want to stop this show or any show because of language. We're very fair with you. We put anything you write on here. I have no problem with that. Respect the show and respect, your fellow guys in the chat. That's all I ask. Okay, let's see. Blaze. Whitelock and Chapman or Bednar or Cruz and Devin Williams. The key will be the battle of the bullpen. I don't trust Cruz and Devin Williams against the Red Sox. Can the Yankees manage to score runs? Well, that's the key, Blaze. If the Yankees score runs, we don't have to worry about that. You want to get to Crochet right away. I mean, before you even can go to the refrigerator and get yourself a cold beverage. You want bing, bang, boom, 2-0 Yankees. Mm-hmm. If they can do that, we're in great shape. Great shape. You keep the Yankee Stadium faithful, honest in the game, yelling and screaming and driving the Red Sox out of, you do not want the Red Sox to celebrate on our team. That was disgusting in 2004. It was the worst thing I've ever seen. Oh, was that torture what we went through? Torture. Let's see. Jared goes 3-0 Yankees. Okay. I like those. I like those numbers. Very, very well. Very, very well. So
we need a good outing on a Max Fried tonight.
The what?
We need Max Fried to have a good outing. 5-6 innings, less than 2 runs. Can't struggle tonight. Can't get in a long relief spot tonight. You got to save the bullpen for tomorrow and potentially Game 3 if there is one. Yep.
Well, the one thing the Yankees don't have to worry about is Divas, Rafael Divas, and that's big. Yep. And I mean, I don't like any, I want to win fair and square, but Anthony was a real pain in the neck against the Yankees. Now he looks like he's going to be the next David Ortiz. So who knows on that? So great stream, everyone. Great questions. It's nice and fluid. And again, where did an hour go? My God. So, I mean, is the day going to go by this fast that, well, the Yankee game before you blink an eye is going to be on? It might be. It might be. Let's see. Charles. Work the count against Crochet. Get his pitch count up. Don't swing at every pitch. Yep. That's why somebody like Chaz Chisholm isn't in the lineup, because he swings at everything. I mean, a lot of times he does get the bat on the ball, but that's what they try. They want to avoid. They want to be able to bring in people that will take counts, that will do a lot of these things. He doesn't have any patience. That's the problem. So let's see. Let's see how this is all plays out. But remember, have a great. You have a great day too, Real. Remember, if you can, we have our Yankee pregame playoff show at 4 p.m. So if you could somehow come back on that, or maybe you could see it on tape a little bit later on, and then our post game should be anywhere from 9:15 to 10 o'clock. The minute the Yankee game is over on the Yankees The Ugly Truths channel with Ken, then you guys really come back here and subscribe, of course, press the like button, and we'll have a very, very nice time together. I promise you that. And, listen, Evan, I think we covered a lot. We covered a lot of the bases here. Anything you'd like to add? Because we just go round and round. I don't want to open up a lot of other topics because we have the pregame coming, and I want to be able. I don't like repeating, so I really like I like to keep it fresh. But Evan, do you have something that you like to get out there before we do our final take?
Well, I think it's going to be important to see how Boone uses the bench. I think we'll see Rosario today. I don't know about Caballero. I know Rosario has better numbers against Crochet than Caballero does. And, it's affecting the defense a little bit. But again, you have McMahon at third base. We'll see how Boone employs the bullpen. Obviously, Ben, our closer. You can have Devin Williams maybe in the 7th inning or the 6th inning. Luke Weaver in the 8th inning. Doval can kind of be where Williams is. You have Yarborough coming out in long relief. You have Tim Hill coming in when lefties come up to bat in certain lanes, right? So there's a lot that Aaron Boone can do. We'll see what happens. It should be a fun series. And no, that's really it.
All right. John Ferrazzo says, I think the Golden Boy is going to have a playoff run like A-Rod 2009 and carry us to the promised land. Oh, your mouth to God's ears.
Yeah.
Your mouth to God's ears. That's what we want. When I've been saying Judge is going to flip the script. Yep, Sean, you have. I got to admit that. So, so everybody, including Jay Snow, everyone, pretty much most of you that's in the chat right now are subscribers. But we would really appreciate there's about 3 or 4 and 2 here I see on the phone that are new. And please subscribe to the channel, everyone. We really appreciate it. There's a lot going on and a lot more to go. So after this, you have Ken. You have the Yankees, The Ugly Truth going on with Ken, that he's going to be doing the early game, the Cleveland game, and Detroit. So if you want to hop in on that, I'm going to go in and say hello to the chat. He does a great job, everyone. If you haven't heard Ken, it's a must. You have to go there and check it out. And then come back to us at 4 o'clock. We'll give you an update on that game. It might be over by then. Who knows? So, yeah, the Jets are 0-4. There's nothing really to talk about on that. No, there really isn't. But So Evan, some final thoughts, and we got a lot to do today. So some final thoughts, and that will lead us into the first game, and then our pregame show. So take it away.
All right. Let's go Yankees, right? First of all, we've made it to the postseason. October baseball is back, right? The leaves are changing colors. It's getting a little bit colder out. And you know what that means? It's time for the Yankees to begin their quest to win their 28th championship. Let's do it. We need Aaron Judge to be Aaron Judge. We know that Stanton is going to give us a very good quality at bats. He's going to put up great numbers. I can already feel it. He's going to put up great numbers in the playoffs. We need to see how the rest of the lineup does. I think Trent Grisham can have a very good postseason, right? He's been clutch in previous years. That 1 year with the Padres, he was very good. So, we'll see what happens, right? I think it will be very, very fun. And looking forward to hopefully beating the Red Sox, however it takes, 2 games, 3 games. I don't care. I think it will be good for baseball to go 3 games, but of course we want 2-game sweep. We don't want to have to worry too much. Obviously, playoff baseball is very intensifying, very nerve-wracking, as we've seen in a lot of years. But I think we should be confident, and we have to have faith that this team can go all the way, right? Let's show up tonight. Let's be positive. Let's be optimistic. Let's go Yankees, and I'll see you guys after the game.
Just got a couple of notifications. Thank you for subscribing. We just went a couple more over. Thank you so much. Keep it coming, guys. Please tell your friends, family, and everyone. We really, really appreciate it. It's all about you. It's all for you. I don't care if I'm on 24 hours. If that's what it means to be successful and give you what you want, we are going to do it, everyone. We are here. We have tremendous shows that we're going to bring you. Oh, and remember, on Saturday, and hopefully the Yankees, well, not hopefully, they are going to advance. And that morning, we're going to have 2 former Yankee players. Number 1, World Series champion Denny Nagel. He pitched in the 2000 World Series. He will be with us live. And also in the bullpen, Tom Flash Gordon, who was the 8th inning guy for a few years for Mariano Rivera. So what better way to get the playoffs going with 2 very, very talented ex-Yankees who had very, very good careers. And get you that's the stream. You get your questions ready. They are coming on, and it's going to be a fantastic day. Tomorrow, by the way, we are going to have former Marlin pitcher Dan Slaley here to discuss some Yankee stuff, some all around stuff. He's going to join us tomorrow. He was a very good pitcher. He retired a few years ago, and he's been nice. We're also looking to get back former Philadelphia Philly left fielder Jason Michaels to come on. So there's a lot of things, guys. There's so much to tell you, and the only thing that I ask is do your part. Subscribe to the program. We really appreciate it. We will see everybody at 4 p.m. John Ferrazzo, good luck with the jersey. I really, when you're doing that, say a prayer to St. Anthony. And you also said that your mother, rest in peace in heaven, is a big contributor. So say some prayers, everyone. Good luck. Be careful. Anything you're doing today. And I can tell you one thing. Don't worry about rain in New York City. We're going to be fine. Now watch. The roof will fall in. Just kidding. We are not expecting any rain, like 0 to 5%, at least until Friday. So we're good, guys. Griffin, welcome to the show. Ricardo, again, thank you. Everybody that is new in here, I really appreciate it. Griffin, I know you're new, but you're like a veteran already. You've been coming on a lot lately. So, again, we appreciate. Griffin says, I don't care whatever's good for baseball. You got it, baby. You got it. So with that in mind, everyone, As I always say, God bless you. God bless America. Let's go Yankees. Go listen to some good play-by-play at early this afternoon with the Yankees, The Ugly Truth with Ken. He will definitely call a great game. Then he's going to call the Yankee game at 6:08 tonight. And we will be here at 4 o'clock for the pregame. We'll have a lineup for you. We'll have the roster. We'll go over everything, and we'll lead you right in. More than we'll give you a little chance to have some dinner, some lunch or whatever, and it goes right in to the Yankee game and then right out and come back here for the post game. The best in the business, actually. That's what people are telling us. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. And how about something like this?
Charge all the way to the World Series.
The what? Yeah, all the way to the World Series, guys. We will see you later. And again, definitely, we're going to leave you with a little nice tune. Take care, everybody.